Temperament. What kind of person your child turns out to be depends in part on you as parents and in part on your child's innate temperament. Temperament is something that each child is born with, and it is unique right from the start. Temperament is largely based on fundamental biological processes. Some babies are active, some are not. Some babies calm quickly, some do not. These kinds of differences are to some extent based on differences in biology in each person. Cortisol is a stress hormone that's released into the bloodstream. It gets our bodies ready for action. Some bodies release just a little cortisol, while others release a lot. This is a biological difference, and it may be why it's easier to calm some babies than to calm others.
What's wrong? I get it. Bring the guy. Gently.
Temperament is only a starting place.
Gentle.
A child who reacts very strongly to things may be able to learn through experience how to calm down.
Oh, thank you.
A patient parent or carer may be able to help a strongly reactive child to calm more quickly. Over time, a reactive child with a patient carer may be able to tone down their own reactions. The final outcome of temperament and experience is a person's personality. Understanding your child's temperament is very important. You might begin to notice some aspects right away, while other aspects of personality and temperament might take months or years to surface. It's also important to notice your own temperament style, because a big part of parenting is finding ways to adapt your own temperament to your child's needs. If you're not an active person, for example, but your child is active, then you might find it difficult to keep up. Some mothers or fathers might become frustrated and upset, even angry with their child for constantly being in motion. But if you understand that this is a temperamental style that your child was born with, you'll become frustrated less easily. You'll be able to work together with your child to find ways for them to actively use their energy without getting into trouble.
Yeah, the same.
Oh, Ezra.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
There are 9 dimensions of temperament we'd like to go over quickly. Then we'll have you rate your own temperament. Activity. Some children are very active and some are not.
Wow. Good girl. Okay.
Regularity. Biological rhythms such as eating and sleeping, regular versus irregular.
Put your trousers on.
Adaptability. Adapts quickly to a new situation or change in routine or a new food versus slow to adapt.
My glasses, my new glasses, aren't they?
Approach withdrawal. Approaches new people or activities quickly or hangs back and takes a while to warm up to something new. Physical sensitivity. Sensitive to noise, temperature or touch versus not sensitive.
Yay. Uh-oh.
Intensity of reaction. Very intense reactions versus mild reactions.
Bounce with me.
Distractions. Very focused on one thing at a time or paying attention to a lot of different things. Mood. Generally happy or joyful versus grouchy, upset, annoyed or depressed.
Good.
Persistence. Sticks with things for a long time, even if they're frustrating, versus gives up easily when something isn't working. Your own temperament will shape your behaviour with your child. Knowing our tendencies, as well as our partners and our child's, will help form a strong parenting team.
Thank you.
In your workbook, you'll find a page titled The Temperament Scale. Pause the DVD while you each take time to complete the temperament scale. Press play when you're ready to continue. Now that you've finished those worksheets, turn to the worksheet titled Our Family Temperament Styles. Fill in the chart by putting both your ratings on the one page. Take a moment to discuss with your partner where you each fall in the 9 dimensions. Look for where you're close to each other and where there are big differences. Pause the DVD until you've finished looking at the chart together. How do you think your differences in temperament will affect your working as a parenting team? Let's listen to some of our couples talking about how they manage this, to hear how they handle their own individual temperament styles as well as their baby's temperament style.
I think he's a good mix of Paul and I. He's got the very laid-back, casual, easygoing side from Paul, and at the same time with me, he's very extroverted. He wants to speak to everybody. He wants to learn things from everybody. He wants to interact with a lot of people.
Well, I think she's quite a serious child, a bit like her dad.
She takes after me there, yep.
She likes to concentrate and analyse a situation before she'll relax, and she likes to take everything in, doesn't she?
On the other hand, she loves company. She likes a lot of people
She
around, a lot
thrives
going
in
on.
company. Yeah, she's good.
Takes after you in that respect, I think. Yeah.
He's fun, smart. He's very smart, and he's an adventurer. He likes adventure.
Likes to climb.
Everything he has to touch.
Tristan is a very happy baby. He's bouncy and giggly and very much loves to explore. Connecting with him is easier for me because I'm more like a child. So I like sitting on the floor and we build towers and he knocks them down, things like that. Oh no. Yay.
Oh, thank you.
She's quite relaxed, very flexible, very adaptable, very loving, affectionate, and playful.
Do you want to give him something to eat, Lord Tumble?
Very social, yeah, she really likes to be around people, curious. Sometimes you'll sit on the train and you know how everybody's just sitting there with their tube, and she'll be like trying to attract their attention. It's a bit embarrassed. Obviously, she's a kid now, but everybody's just so serious on the train. She just found it strange that all these people are just staring into space.